Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome to Season 1 Episode 1 of my FC 24 Daily Real Madrid Career Mode. Here today on the channel, the main objective of this series is to try and win as many trophies as we can and bring glory back to Real Madrid. So, if you'd like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Let me know feedback and suggestions in the comments and players you would like me to sign. We're going to be playing on Ultimate difficulty as always. Let's go. So here's our staff. 16 attack, 12 mid, 12 defense, 11 goalkeeping. And now I am officially the new Real Madrid boss. So, first season, at least trying to make the semis or to the final of the UEFA Champions League. I would like to win La Liga, but we must prioritize Champions League football above all else. It wouldn't be such a bad idea to pick up a Copa del Rey or maybe even a Super Cup here and there, but we'll see how we go as we try to slowly but surely bring back the Galacticos to glory. Here is the default formation. So 4-1-2-1-2, I don't like the formation. I'm going to change to a 4-3-3 attack as I want to try and get the best out of Vinícius Júnior and Rodrigo. I think I want a midfield three of Bellingham, Valverde, Tchouaméni. Looking at our defense, we might need to restructure it in the future. David Alaba, Carvajal, Militao, Rudiger are my best defenders at the moment. Here are our substitutions as well. Toni Kroos and Modric aging. Camavinga going to be rotating. We've also got Kerr on loan. And I will be using Courtois over Kerr. So looking at the team, we need a new striker. We've got a couple of options. Mbappe, Erling Haaland and Jesus. We could do with another fullback, potentially, and a centre-back. Now, unfortunately, Mbappe doesn't want to leave PSG at this point. He is too big at the moment. The club doesn't want to let him go. And Erling Haaland is probably too expensive. So, I'm going to launch a bid for Gabriel Jesus. Brazilian international, would slot into that perfect front three. We're negotiating with the Gunners, 60 million euros, and it looks like the deal's going to go through. So we've been successful, and Gabriel Jesus, after joining Arsenal from Man City, has now arrived at the Santiago Bernabeu. He's arrived down in Spain, and he is our new number 9. A+ rating as well. And he is going to slot in brilliantly with these two Brazilian counterparts that he plays with in the international team. Vinícius Júnior and Rodrigo, they're going to have such chemistry together up top. We're also going to go out and sign the former Real Madrid right back Hakimi, 24 years of age, the Moroccan international. He's now back at the Bernabeu. Unfortunately, they let him go. Hakimi is going to be the replacement for Carvajal, signing for 64 million euros from PSG. Had a stint at Dortmund for a bit, but now Hakimi is back in his old stomping grounds. So two very sensible, and especially the Hakimi signing, probably realistic. Now, Joselu, Kerr, Bravo are on loan. We're going to try and negotiate with some of our players to re-sign contracts before we get stuck into the season. But Joselu, 33. You forget he used to play for Newcastle, but what a in-form player he is in real life. Probably not so much in career mode. Alright, so here's the team. Hakimi comes straight in. Same with Gabriel Jesus. And he will be a impact player this first season. Then maybe in season 2, 3, 4, 5 we might rotate him to more of a bench role because he can serve there if we do end up going for an Erling Haaland or an Mbappe. But I think this is the best team to get the best out of players like Jude Bellingham and Rodrigo. So using an attacking midfielder to create the plays, and then of course having two fantastic wingers. But here are the two new players for this season, and that's probably it. Alright, so we have the Asian Elite Cup, which is our friendly pre-tournament, and we've been drawn against Bayern Munich. So I'm going to play this one, as it's going to give me a little bit of a taste and a bit of a tease as to how this team performs against a big club. Bayern Munich go forward. Oh, big block there from Harry Kane. Musalia hammers it past Courtois. Unfortunately, we go 1-0 down 15 minutes in. Not good enough. Just having a bit of a feel for Bayern here as we go into the second half. Gabriel Jesus scores on his unofficial debut, but takes his goal clinically. Oh no, Leroy Sané. Late. In the 90, we go down to Bayern 2-1. And disappointingly lose. Okay, so it's going to take a little while to build up the match fitness. I still think the formation's good. Alright, first match of the season. We've been drawn against Bilbao. We're going to be going away to the Basque country. We've got the Super Cup coming up. We'll play in that. We're in the semis. We've got the Copa de España, which is the Copa del Rey. And Napoli, Braga, and Union Berlin are currently in our group, which is interesting. Okay, well, let's get stuck into the first match of the season. 7 minutes in, Real Madrid slowly but surely building up the attack, and it's Jude Bellingham to break away, curls it with his right boot, and we're 1-0 up just before the 10th minute, and it's the new club captain, Jude Bellingham. He's got the armband from Carvajal, who has now been dropped. 1-0 up. Away. The Galacticos are looking for number 2, and they get it. Jude Bellingham is surging forward. He scores a brilliant brace within 32 minutes. 2-0 up. Just before half-time, Atletico Bilbao go forward. They whip it in to Inaki Williams, and he puts his name on the score sheet. The Spanish international with Basque roots. 2-1 up. Gabriel Jesus goes forward on his La Liga debut. Receives the ball to feet quickly. Jude Bellingham finds Rodrigo, and this time the little Brazilian steps up, scoring his first. 3-1 up. Real Madrid looking for number 4. Some fancy footwork and skills. Valverde, Tchouaméni. Bellingham scores a hat-trick on the first match of the season, and it's great to see attacking midfielders joining the attack. Okay, going to make some subs here now, as Bilbao look to build things up. Williams goes out to the left. Carvajal with the interception. Coming off the bench. Real Madrid 4-1 up, trying to build it out from the back. Bellingham sprays it. Carvajal. Modric now off the bench. Can't get the pass through. But so far, we're having a really good start to the first match of the season. Dominating, controlling the play. Oh no, Ander Herrera here now goes forward. Oh wow, that was terrible. A small minor lapse in concentration. Unfortunately, Courtois shouldn't but couldn't get a glove to it. Jesus now to Vinícius. He puts his name on the score sheet. 6-2. And we start off the first match of the season with an emphatic victory. Wow, 6-2, nice. Transfer deadline day. Enes Unal could be going to Manchester United, interestingly. But we're going to skip through, see what other big deals have been done. So, what were some of the signings around the world? Let's have a little bit of a look. And we might just look to sign players in January, we'll see. So here are our two signings. Jesus in. Same with Hakimi. Oh wow, Trent goes to PSG. Same with Robertson. They signed two fullbacks. Seriously? Okay, a little bit weird. Goretzka goes to Inter. That's a pretty nice and tidy signing for them. Gabriel joins Bayern Munich. James to Lazio. Bit of an Arsenal exit. Immobile leaves as well. Interesting, okay. Acuna joins Man City along with Martinez from Girona. Alright. Back in the league, after 4 games played, we sit with 3 wins and a draw. Atletico Madrid top of the league. Barca in 3rd. And Girona, who are doing having an amazing season in real life, sitting at 4th. As we go and host Sociedad at the Bernabeu. Hopefully we can have a similar result to the last Basque side we played, as Hakimi goes forward, finds Gabriel Jesus, and scores his first goal at the Bernabeu. 1-0. Oh, good ball from Valverde. Bellingham. Wow, if he keeps up his goal scoring record like this, he could be our top goal scorer. Valverde, 2-0 up. Real Madrid go forward. Jesus! 3-0. As the boys from the Basque country are now silent. And it looks like we're going to hold on to a whopping 3-0 victory over Bilbao. Back in the Champions League. We've still yet to play our first leg. Here's our group still. In the league, we currently sit in 2nd. Atletico Madrid are top. Barcelona in 3rd. Villarreal in 4th. Bilbao in 5th. As we continue on. We're going away now to face Atletico Madrid. The Madrid derby is here. Away at the Wanda Metropolitana. Jude Bellingham starts off the scoring 4 minutes in. Playing Bellingham as an attacking midfielder is a bit of a cheat code. Unfortunately, we haven't really seen much of Vinícius or Rodrigo. Valverde steps up, an unlikely goal scorer. He's pretty good as a winger now, but I prefer him in midfield. Los Rojiblancos on the defence as Tchouaméni fires it into Vinícius, and we're 3-0 up within the first half. Starting off this Madrid derby fantastically. And that's how it looks like it's going to end. Our first major test. We're going to go top of the league. We win in the Madrid derby. Alright, 7 games played. We sit in 4th. It's getting a little bit tied up there. We've got a match now against Girona, who are nowhere near doing as well as they are in real life, though. Not even in the top 8. But let's get stuck into them away. Bellingham, second half. First half was incredibly quiet. David Alaba goes forward. Valverde turns and pivots and hits it with his non-preferred. Real Madrid go 1-0 up just before the 52nd. 1-0 up, looking for number 2. Los Blancos with Rodrigo on the ball. Back to fair few 1-2 passes there. As Jesus makes it number 2 just before the 66th. And it looks like we're going to hold on out here as we beat Girona 2-0. Away. Back in the Champions League now. Match against Napoli. We're going to play this one. 13 minutes in, Real Madrid have a corner kick. Valverde brings it in to an unlikely goal scorer. Tchouaméni rises to the top of the occasion, making it 1-0 just before the 15th. A brilliant header from the Frenchman. 1-0 up. Real Madrid looking for number 2 just before the 22nd minute. Jesus beats one. Beats Di Lorenzo. He's now in the box. Goes all the way. Hits it with his left. And Real Madrid go 2-0 up and look likely to be claiming top place in this Champions League group stage. 2-0 up, looking for number 3 before the 35th. Valverde on the wing finds Vinícius Júnior, He breaks away at the edge of the area, gets Tchouaméni to join the attack, and never fear, little old Rodrigo is here. It's taking a little while to bed in this Brazilian front three, but he drops the Ronaldo celebration, so at least something's working up front. And away in Napoli, away in Naples, we're going to hold on to a 3-0 fantastic victory. Back in the league, after 9 games played, we sit in third. Barcelona now sit atop, followed by Atletico Madrid in second, Villarreal in fourth, Bilbao in fifth. Here is the team as we go and face Sevilla, who aren't having the best league campaign. 9 minutes in, Gabriel Jesus scores a really nice, tidy goal, and we go 1-0 up away against Sevilla. Real Madrid seek goal number 2. Bellingham finds Rodrigo this time around. Goalkeeper comes out. Ultimately, he converts just before the 28th. Real Madrid seek number 3. Jesus finds Bellingham, and they do. $3-0 up. Real Madrid get number 4 just before the 50th. Thanks to Jude. 4-0 up. Real Madrid surging with confidence. Rodrigo scores another. That's number 5 before 70. Dropping the Ronaldo celebration. As Real Madrid storm away to a 5-0 victory away against Sevilla. We're slowly but surely building momentum in the league to mount, hopefully, this first season's title challenge. 5-0 after a really sad Sevilla side. Back in the league, after 10 games played, we finally sit atop, but hopefully this will cement our place. If we can beat Barcelona here today, as we face them in El Clasico. Villarreal in third, Atletico Madrid in fourth. But here we go, away to the Camp Nou. Match against Barcelona. This is where titles are decided. But unfortunately, 4 minutes in, we get absolutely set up by Rafinha. The former Leeds man makes it 1-0 incredibly early on. After getting jumped from that first goal, Real Madrid need to go forward and get a goal quickly. Vinícius, it's a bouncing ball, but unfortunately Real Madrid lets Barcelona get out the back here, and Rafinha scores number 2. Scoring a really cool, calm and collected, tidy brace just before the 22nd. Barcelona are leading this El Clasico, disappointingly. João Felix works his way into the box, finding Rafinha, who has been on fire in this match. He finds it back to João Felix, who hits an inside-the-box screamer just before the 68th, and Barcelona make it 3-0. We do manage to get 1 goal back, but at this point it's no more than a consolation goal, as Gundogan makes it a whopping 4-1. We are disappointingly going to lose this match, our first El Clasico. Really disappointing. 4-1 down. Vinícius surges forward. He gets a goal after Gabriel Jesus's, but at this point it's not really going to matter, unfortunately. 4-2. Unfortunately, we lose our first El Clasico. So, we drop down to third as we go to face Valencia, hosting them at the Bernabeu. Vinícius works his way into the box 23 minutes in, looking to correct that wrong from that Barcelona fixture. The boys are keen and motivated to go. 1-0 up, looking for number 2. Can we get it? Rodrigo joins the attack. Same with Valverde. He loses possession. And unfortunately, Real Madrid have pushed way too many players forward. And Valencia create a counter-attack. Hugo Duro goes forward. Sidesteps it to Lopez. Shot blocked. Duro nearly gets onto the end of it. Big save by Courtois. But Hugo G makes it 1-1. League form inconsistent, to say the least. We're doing better in the Champions League. Lopez, Duro, Valencia go forward. They pick up their second. And at the Bernabeu, we go 2-1 down. Devastatingly. Junior goes forward. Trying to find Gabriel Jesus. Vinícius to Gabriel Jesus. He makes it 2-2. Never fear. Jesus is here. Hakimi back to Jude Bellingham. Finds Jesus. And he carries us home in this one. After trailing, Real Madrid come back. Can we make it number 4? Valverde joins the attack. He finds Gabby. And Gabriel Jesus, with a piece of individual brilliance, scores a hat-trick to save the points. What a signing he has been. As Real Madrid storm home to a whopping 4-2 victory after being down at the Bernabeu. Good stuff. Showed a lot of resilience in that match to come back. Back in the Super Cup now. We managed to beat Atletico Madrid 4-2. And we've made it to the Super Cup final against Barcelona. Here we go. An El Clasico final. 10 minutes in, Real Madrid go forward. Gabriel Jesus, after scoring a hat-trick midweek, is oozing with confidence as he makes it 1-0 before the 12th. 1-0 up, Real Madrid looking for number 2. Rodrigo, the number 11, surging on the right. Works his way into the box. Finds Jesus. He makes it number 2. Going into the second half of the season, Gabriel Jesus is so far our top goal scorer and has been the main impact player, as Jude Bellingham has fallen off a little bit. We're 3-0 up now thanks to Valverde. Looking for number 4. Bellingham's been quiet. He knows it. He wants to get on the score sheet in this match. Selfishly probably should have squared it. He just shot it straight at ter Stegen. Real Madrid continue to go forward. And Valverde makes it 4-0. That's it. We win the Super Cup. First opportunity this season to win a trophy, and we've gone and capitalised it. Thanks to the brilliance of 2 goals from Gabriel Jesus. And of course Valverde, Jude Bellingham lifting the trophy. Hopefully this is the first of many more to come. An omen, as it were. Jude Bellingham, the captain, lifts his first trophy as Real Madrid are UEFA Super Cup winners. 4-2 over Barcelona. Back in the Champions League, after 6 games played, we sit atop of our group. Napoli progress with us as we make the round of 16. Braga and Union Berlin, unfortunately, not successful, as we have been drawn against Lazio. We'll play them now. Away in Italy. 5 minutes in, away in Rome. Bellingham receives the ball. He tucks this one up tidily. A slow P-roller makes it 1-0, just before the 7th. 1-0 up, Real Madrid. On the wing, seek goal number 2. Vinícius Júnior in the box now. Away in Italy. Finds Gabriel Jesus, who smashes it with his left foot. And that's something special from the Madrid boys. they go 2-0 up. Unfortunately, we allow Lazio to have possession of the football. They go forward now and smash Courtois' clean sheet. Two-one up. Real Madrid looking for number 3. Vinícius fires it to Rodrigo, hits it off the chest, and tucks that one in Italy. 4 goals within 36 minutes. Super close fixture in this first knockout round. We at least want to try and make a semi-final, so the more goals we can score away in Italy, the better. As Rodrigo gets it on the chest, flicks it down, hits it on his left. We go 3-1 up. They have Guendouzi. On the stroke of half-time, Lazio have a corner kick. Look to convert it. Pedro, the former Barcelona player, fires it into Luis Alberto. To Reece James, would you believe it or not. The former Chelsea fullback now plays in Rome. Real Madrid seeking number 4. They get it thanks to Gabriel Jesus. It is 4-2 just before the 51st. The 4-3-3 high-octane gegenpress is still working. Although we score a lot, unfortunately it does leave us susceptible to concede, as Felipe Anderson scores a banger to make it 4-3. The former West Ham man puts his name on the score sheet. Another Brazilian international. Anderson surges forward. Can Real Madrid hold on? They can't. 4-4. 8 goals in this fixture. Unfortunately, it looks like we're bottling it a bit away in Italy. Can Real Madrid get a late winner in this secondary half? Rodrigo to Gabriel Jesus. Never fear. The second coming of Gabriel Jesus is here. 5-4. We retake the lead. Just need to hold on a little bit longer. Jesus holds on, and it's a 5-4 win. We progress to the next leg. So after beating Lazio away in Italy, we managed to hold on to a 1-1 draw, which on aggregate made it 6-5. So we go from the first knockout round of 16 to the quarters. Moving on now to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. We've been drawn against the Basque side Sociedad. They're doing alright in this career mode. In real life, not so much. I feel like they were a far superior side when they had the likes of Alexander Isak up top. Maybe the same with career mode as well. They're falling off a little bit. Alright, so after 30 games played, we sit in second. Barcelona now sit atop. So we're not looking good in the league. We've got to focus on the Champions League. Silva goes forward. Unfortunately, just before the 17th minute, Sociedad go forward and convert thanks to Oyarzabal. He gets the goal. Bellingham, Valverde. We answer back quickly just before the 56th. (1-1). Oh, good tackle, boys. Real Madrid trying to start a counter-attack. Bellingham turns and pivots. Who makes it 2-1 late in the second half. Just need to hold on. And thankfully, Real Madrid are going to get the win on this one. In the second leg, we go away to Sociedad after winning the first. We win the second 3-2. Overall 5-3 on the aggregate scoreline. Really great effort from the boys in the end. as we keep this Champions League campaign alive. Back in the league, unfortunately we're not in the best position. Barcelona dominating. We're just picking up too many draws and losses as we're focusing on the Champions League this time around. It looks unlikely that we're going to win La Liga this season, but I will play this El Clasico fixture just for bragging rights. At the Bernabeu, can we start off the scoring? Real Madrid go forward. Vinícius Júnior finds Valverde. Somehow Bellingham amazingly gets onto the end of it, and we're 1-0 up. Hopefully we can beat them this time around. We beat them in the Super Cup. We lost in the league. We want to try and have bragging rights back. Madrid goes forward. Valverde hits it. It's 2-0. And we're looking really good here today against Barcelona. Good header, David Alaba. No, unfortunately went to a Barca player. They look to build it up. Rafinha, who played amazing against us. And Robert Lewandowski has been released. And they ultimately get the goal on the stroke of half time. Madrid falter. 2-1 up. Can we get number 3? As Valverde is released. Baits Ter Stegen out. But gets the goal. And Real Madrid hold on to a 3-1 victory against Barcelona. Back in the Champions League, we've been drawn against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, as PSG are in the semis, along with Manchester United, surprisingly. Erik ten Hag playing some good Champions League football, for once, I guess, and not throwing. First leg at the Bernabeu, we have the home field advantage, as Gabriel Jesus is facing his former side. And scores. Would you believe it? The former Arsenal/Citizen makes it 1-0 before the 24th. 1-0 up thanks to Gabriel Jesus' goal. He goes forward again. Can Madrid get number 2? This time it's Ferland Mendy. An unlikely goal scorer. The fullback goes forward and makes it 1-0 just before the 89th and puts us in a fantastic position to go into this year's Champions League final. We win this match 2-0. As we continue on, in the second leg we go away to Manchester and beat the Citizens 3-0 in their home turf. Manchester City bottling it. Back in La Liga, unfortunately we lose the league by 12 points. We finish in second with too many draws. Barcelona having a pretty good run. Atletico Madrid third. Getafe in fifth, surprisingly. We won the Super Copa. Atleti won the Copa del Rey. Man City won the UEFA Super Cup. And we've been drawn in the Champions League final against PSG. Here is our run. Hakimi facing his former side as they knock out United. Leverkusen wins the Europa League, which is surprising, over Liverpool. And here's the Conference League. Alright, here we go. Champions League final here today. Massive opportunity to win our first major trophy. Now, unfortunately, Militao picked up too many yellow cards, so he's going to be out for the final, which is massive. But we're going to bring in Ferland Mendy, who scored anyway. And Alaba can be right, or the left centre-back. But there's the team. Jesus! Oh, Champions League final. Here we go. Madrid start off the scoring. Just before the 20th. PSG go forward. Mbappe. Oh my god. They make it 1-1 after buying 2 fullbacks in Robertson and Trent. 1-1. Rodrigo goes forward. Gabriel Jesus burns. Can he score another goal in this Champions League final? Gabriel Jesus, what a signing. 2-1 up. Hakimi against his former side joins the attack. Ball in to Bellingham. 3-1. Real Madrid look to win another historic Champions League. Oh no. Robertson. PSG go forward. Mbappe. Never fear. Mbappe is here. Just need to hold on out for a couple of minutes. And that's it. We've won our first Champions League final. I feel bad for future signing Mbappe. We're going to try and get him at some point, but he scored 2 goals. Tried to carry and drag his team, but it's a team game, football. And ultimately, the Galacticos, Real Madrid, Los Blancos, with a better team and side. As in our first season, we claim our first UEFA Champions League. Hopefully that's the first of many more to come. Disappointing in the league campaign though. But although we won the Copa de España, winning a brace. There's the team. Celebrating superbly. Good first season. To be fair, that scoreline is a little bit narrow for my liking, but 3-2, Madrid ultimately the better side. Here are the stats going into Season 2. Vinícius Júnior is our highest rated player. Kroos and Modric both going down a massive -4, which is a shame. And would you believe it, in his first season in La Liga, Gabriel Jesus is the top goal scorer for both the league and Madrid, with a whopping 28 goals. So maybe we don't need someone like an Erling Haaland or an Mbappe, as Jesus is our premier goal scorer, scoring 42 goals in all competitions, which is insane. Rodrigo with 21, Vinícius with 22. And here are the Championes in the streets of Madrid. We've pulled up the big white bus and we're going to be celebrating with the 2 cups. Real Madrid are your this year's Super Cup and Champions League winners. As we move on now to Season 2. They're the cups. The boys did really, really well. Solid signings, solid team, solid formation. The Gegenpress is still a really underrated tactic, especially if you get some good staff in. You can see it a lot, but if you've got a lot of good players, you can score offensively quite well. Alright, well, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed Season 1 of my FC 24 Real Madrid career mode here today on the channel. Stay tuned for the exact same time tomorrow. We're going to do Season 2. Let me know feedback and suggestions in the comments. As always, like, subscribe, comment, all that good YouTube stuff. My name has been Simpzy, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.